When I was writing Ashlee Reckons with the Mississippi, I was thinking of reckoning in the term of counting. So Bell Hooks writes that true social justice requires complex accounting, which means we have to be able to say these are the things that were taken from me and my folks. And so Ashlee Reckons with the Mississippi is me listing the things that I feel like the Mississippi River, which is a metaphor for society, for racism as an institution, this is what you owe me. You owe me education because you took that from my folks. You owe me space where I can feel love. You owe me a world where I can feel safe. The Mississippi, as a metaphor or historic racism, has taken a lot from me and my family. I talk about the murder of my great-grandfather, which I didn't learn about until recently. We talk a lot about our matriarchs, but we don't really talk about our patriarchs. And my mom told me that's because our patriarch was taken from us a long time ago. And so that's Ashlee Reckons with the Mississippi. It's me saying I am a child of these folks. I'm a child of the Mississippi Delta, and I am here to take back everything that was taken from me.
I opened the mouth of the Mississippi, peered down its throat and asked, did you swallow my great-granddaddy's bones, the river? Chomps. Said, silly girl, don't you know better than to go looking for love in these waters? The year is 1952. My great-grandfather is murdered by a group of white boys coming home from prom. The river watches and says nothing. Gulps his blood and burps in satisfaction. The river spits me out a little further north a few years later. The river don't know I keep score. Don't know my grandmother left a trail of pecans for me to follow back home. My grandmother smuggled my mother up north so that she could bring forth children who ain't afraid of fire or brimstone. My grandmother fed me Mississippi tamales. My teeth learned how to grind corn before I knew the cost of the soil. Hey, river, I am back for my kin. I am back for the innocence of little black boys and black girls. I am back for the dignity you robbed my grandmother of. River, you ought to know I'm the hell and the hot water. You ought to know I won't smoke in the city. I don't know I want the ashes of the white boys who murdered my grandfather. You ought to know I want my 400 acres inflated for the land my great-granddaddy didn't get to see. You owe me, river. Do you not tire of the stench? The odor of my beloved that slices through the thickness of night. Oh, river. I want justice. I want my grandmother's name on a school where white boys learn her name in history instead of that of her oppressors. Oh, river. I want our people breathing and happy and healthy and reaping the harvest my grandmother sowed alongside cotton and sugarcane. Don't go running now. You owe me, river. You owe my mother for the years you robbed my father of. You owe the homies pulled over on petty charges and bound by the chain gang while white boys in Colorado get to build empires. Oh, river, I'm coming back for everything you got a mine in these shallow waters. Say I'm coming back and you will pay me. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.